Welcome to
Welcome
the
to the
Dirt
Dirt
Rich
Rich
broadcast of
broadcast of
26.
26.
All right,
All
going
right,
to
going to
get
get
Heat
Heat
1
1
underway
underway
here in the
here in the
Northwest Racing Association's Team 126 Pro Late Models. Heat 1 going to roll off like this. Jesse Wall going to be your pole setter tonight. Here at Knoxville Raceway, Terrell Payne to his outside in the 51. Austin Good in the 15 going to roll off third. Alex Payne in fourth. Fifth is going to be Bobby Mattingly in the 3 and rolling off sixth. Old Tater Williams. Seventh, Jesse Hoke, and eighth is Donnie Battist. Get these cars rolled out on this big half-mile raceway. Here in Knoxville, Iowa. All right, Jesse Wall on the pole as he's been tough each and every week here in the Pro Lake models here in the Northwest Racing Association. Team 126 Pro Lake models. I'd like to thank the sponsors, Miller Racing Photography, Viva Retail Liquor, Dirt Rich TV, Gamma Deal Technologies, the Farnesses for putting on this league. All right, Jesse Wall set to take the green flag, get the pace truck off of the racing surface, and we'll go green flag racing here for heat number 1. Pro late model style. Here in the Northwest Racing Associations. Mid-South Dirt slanging Pro late models. Waiting on Jesse Wall to step on the gas and get this thing underway, and we're racing. As Wall jumps out to the early lead, followed by Terrell Payne and Alex Payne. There's a whole lot of pain in this one right now, running second and third, but Austin Good is trying to separate the duo of Payne and Payne. And here comes the 3 of Bobby Mattingly. Bobby Mattingly trying to sidestep Alex Payne as Mattingly down to the inside, but we've got a battle for the lead. Terrell Payne is after Jesse Wall. Jesse Wall right on the outside by the wall. Tries to cut it in, but Payne is there, and Terrell Payne out front here in heat race number 1. Team 126 Pro Late Models. He's thinking about making it 3 wide. Thinks better of it. As Austin Good is in that second position as he looks good right now. As he's put Alex Payne behind him, Terrell Payne out front, Bobby Magley in the 4th and final transfer position. And your pole sitter, Jesse Wall, having a bit of trouble in this one's right now. He's on the outside looking in of a transfer spot. As Bobby Mattingly has that 4th and final transfer position. Jesse Wall in 5th, Jesse Hoke in 6th, old Tater Williams in 7th, Donnie Battis 8th, Travis Burtzer in 9th, as there's 5 down of 8 here in the Pro Late models. This track's hooked up and fast right now as they're knocking the bottoms out of the lap times here in Knoxville, Iowa. Pro Lake models on the racetrack. Heat number 1 if you're just joining us here on Dirt Rich TV. As Terrell Payne may have some company. Nope. Alex Payne is giving Austin Good some company, as maybe I'm the one in pain right now as I can't read the monitor, as Austin Good runs second, but he's got a back bumper full of Alex Payne. Alex Payne about a car length or two off the back, but he drives it in deep, painting that 70 machine good in the 15 in the blue, black, and green. Number 15 is Payne slides it right in on the 15 as the white flag's out. No, the checker flag's out for Terrell Payne. Austin Good in second. Alex Payne, Bobby Mattingly. Everybody else to one of the last chance races as Jesse Wall, your pole sitter, is going to have to go to one of the last chance qualifiers. As that's some breaking news there as we get set for heat number 2. All right, here's your lineup. It's a fast one. Blake Murray on the pole of heat number 2. Alex Holbert in the 7th to his outside. Fast Eddie Farnes in the 21 Blue Groove Motorsports. Gonna roll off third. James Miller, my co-announcer in the UMPs earlier. Gonna roll off fourth. As Tanner Lenz is gonna go off fifth out of Iowa. Or Illinois or Iowa. What is it? Illinois. I'm sorry. Logan Eiler, another Blue Groove Motorsports driver, going to go off sixth. Brennan Weeks in seventh. JD Baker and RTL Motorsports going to go off eighth. And Jonathan Wiley, shotgun on the field in ninth here in the Mid South Dirt Slinging Team 126 Pro Late Models. Heat number 2 brought to you by Miller Racing Photography. Checking him out. Miller Racing Photography. All right. All right, Alan Hobart there on the outside in the 7 machine. His inside in the 79's Blake Murray. Blake Murray battled it out last week. Wound up in that second position, I think it was, as McSwain took home the victory. All right, getting set for the green flag to come out. As the green flag waves, Murray on that loud pedal. Alan Hobart in second. There's Fast Eddie Farnes in third. He's knocking on the back door of Hobart. As James Miller in fourth. Miller looking to the outside of Farnes. And behind them's Lenz, Heiler, and Weeks. As James Miller right there, the last car in the transfer in the gold colored chrome plated number 22 machine. He's right behind Eddie Farnes. Blake Murray leads here in the early going here in heat number 2. Alan Hobart in the number 7 machine run second. Eddie Farnes, Fast Eddie in third. Fast Eddie up on the berm down to the inside of your second place machine of Hobart. Most time you can't drive underneath Hobart. If you're going to go around him, you're going to have to do it on the outside. Oh, Miller gets into the wall just a little bit, opens the door up for Tanner Lenz. Tanner Lenz going to pack his 9 machine up on that berm, and it cost him just a little bit as Miller pulls back out. But Miller's all over Farnes, and they get this sorted out so they can drive away. If not, the pack behind them. There's 3 cars sitting right there. Lenz, Weeks, Heiler, all sitting right there wanting a bid at one of those top 4 transfer spots as they've got 3 laps to get it done here in Knoxville, Iowa. Knoxville Raceway has Fast Eddie's put a little bit of distance over James Miller. Miller had been breathing on him pretty hard the first 6 laps, but now he's got company in the form of Tanner Lenz. Tanner Lenz in the 90 behind the double deuce of Miller, and Miller better keep his foot in it because Lenz has got a pretty good piece right now. At least it's good enough to run fourth. But Miller stands in his way as there's 2 laps to go. Blake Murray still out front. Hobart in second, and Lenz looking to the inside of Miller. Miller going to get to run on the outside as Murray looking for the white flag. And I'm sure James Miller's wanting to get this thing over with as I talked to him earlier. And he said he was just looking to make the show. As if he didn't, he would join us in the booth, and that would be okay, as we got a battle for second place as we are on that final lap. As Fast Eddie getting underneath Hobart, and right now, Fast Eddie got him. And Hobart's gonna finish third, and Miller holds on for fourth. Oh, good racing there for those final transfer positions here in heat number two. Look how close this was between Fast Eddie and Hobart. Man, as Fast Eddie had turned the wick up there on the final laps of that one. We'll move on to heat number three here on Dirt Rich TV. Get the starting lineup here. As Brent Evans is on the pole out of the Carolinas in this one. Thomas Suttles, they may be neighbors. They're both out of the Carolinas. As Dylan Perry in the 11 machine going to roll off third. He's out of Georgia. Blaine Powell's also out of Georgia. I wonder if them guys are neighbors. I kind of doubt it. In the 57 machine. And going to roll off fifth, Jonathan Adkins in the 017. And Alexander Farr in the sixth machine. What if they call him PJ? Because it's got PJ on there. He's the Canadian, eh? Robert Tucker in the number 17. Look for Tucker to be trying to move up here on this big half a mile. Dale Farnes in the 27 had a good run earlier tonight in the UMPs. 101 machine of Evans on the pole. Like the triple digit number there. As Evans going to bring them down the green, get that Chevrolet pace truck off the Knoxville, Iowa dark colored clay here. Get this heat number two underway. Powell and Perry in that second row as the green flag flies. The 101 of Evans on the gas. Suttles falls back in a second, but that third place car gets a run. That's Dylan Perry. Dylan Perry in third, but he's got Adkins and Powell and Tucker right there behind him. Pair of 17 cars there trying to battle it out for that final transfer position. As Evans leads in the 101 machine, but he's got a back bumper full of Thomas Suttles here in heat number two. As they're getting after it for that fourth and final transfer position here in heat number two, as right now, Powell's got it. Atkins wants it, but he's going to have to draw a little bit closer as Powell has a couple of car lengths cushion right now for that fourth and final transfer position. As 4 down, 4 to go for Brent Evans here in heat number two. Mid-South Dirt slinging Team 126 Pro Late models on the racetrack here, Knoxville Raceway, as Suttles is right there on Brent Evans. Evans in the 101, Suttles in the 05. As their nose to tail, and he's going to take a peek down to the inside. Going to put a slide job here in Knoxville, Iowa, and going to have the crossover moved by Evans. Evans crosses him over there door to door down the back straightaway. Now it's Evans' turn to drive it in deep. He's going to pull the slider. No, thinks better of it. And Suttles is going to drive around the outside of Evans as they're side by side, getting off into the corner, back down the back straightaway. As Suttles and Evans putting on a good show here with 2 to go. As Suttles manages to pull ahead, Evans has to fall in line. He's going to take a peek down to the inside. Perry runs third. Blaine Powell, the final transfer car, in fourth as the white flag is out. As they'll go into turn 3. Off of turn 4. This one's over. Thomas Suttles grabs the win there in heat number 2. Heat number 4. That was heat number 3 that Suttles just took. Heat number 4 here in the Team 126 Pro Late Models. Cameron Kaysen in the 55 on the pole. Last week's feature winner, Zach McSwain, in the 25 to his outside. Mark Schninkels in the 18, gonna roll off third. Fourth in the 106 of Denver Powell. Trevor Mattingly in the 13, gonna go off fifth. Cody Frame in the 97, gonna go off sixth. And seventh is Matt Walter in the 42. Shotgun on the field. Tanner Hutchins gonna go off eighth here in this Team 126 Pro Late Models as Heat 4 is rolling on the racetrack. Cameron Kaysen. 55 good-looking machines here. Mark Schninkels, 18, good-looking car. Zach McSwain on the outside. The flat black machine. Zach McSwain, he knows how to get it done here in the late models, pro late models, super late models. Got it done earlier in the UMP. Cody Frame there in the green number 97. Don't look, Ethel, on the back spoiler of that one. All right, Cameron Kaysen set to bring him down. Green, see if he can hold Zach McSwain off here. 8 laps around the half mile here in Knoxville Raceway, Knoxville, Iowa. As that Chevrolet pace truck gonna take it to the infield. And we're gonna go green flag racing here in heat number 4. As McSwain right up on that outside, gonna try and get him a run. Get that thing headed downhill as Kaysen's gonna take the early lead off into turn 1. They're stacked up 3 wide there for that third position. The final transfer position battle going on, but Zach McSwain gonna waste no time. He's getting underneath Cameron Kaysen. Kaysen gonna try and get a run on the outside and catch the fluff and get that momentum run, but the 25 gonna slide up in front of the 55, and Zach McSwain wastes no time putting his number 25 machine out in front of Cameron Kaysen and the rest of the field here in heat 4. As Cameron Kaysen holding pace, but we're 3 wide back there at the transfer position. Schninkels, Powell, Mattingly, all right there together. I think that Mark Schninkels in the 18, Schnickels, I'm sorry, in the 18 in third. Toss up 4, fourth, Mattingly, Powell, or Frame. Any one of these guys as we're on board with Cody Frame right now. The 106 of Powell in front of him, but Mattingly holds that final transfer position right now as they're stacked up 3 wide, just about right in front of Frame. 97 machine as you can see the dirt flying on the lens of this track's hooked up right now as Zach McSwain out front with 3 laps to go. Cameron Kaysen in second with some breathing room over Schnickels. Schnickels in the 18 machine has a couple of car lengths over the battle going on for that 4th and final transfer position. As you can see, the 13 gas it up. He's going to slide it up in front of Trevor Mattingly. Mattingly going to look back to the inside, try to do the crossover. Oh, he does. He bangs into the left front of Mattingly and move Powell into that 4th and final transfer position. But I got a feeling Mattingly's not done yet as he drives it in deep right up and underneath the 106 machine of Powell. He's going to drive it back down in there one more time, gets it up on the cushion and the 13T. And he has to fall back in lines. It actually cost him a little bit of time as Powell fed him the right rear there just a little bit to get by, and it's paid off as he worked his way in as Zach McSwain going to hold off for Heat 4 win as he was last week's feature winner here in the Team 126 Pro Late Models. All right. Consolation race number one. Going to take four out of this one. Jesse Wall on the pole. Jonathan Adkins to his outside in the 017. Rolling off third, Jesse Hoke in the 181. Robert Tucker in the 17. Going to go off fourth. Fifth is old Tater Williams. Go to the Gammondale blimp shot there for just a minute. Seventh is Donnie Baddest in the 1198. Is old Alexander Farr. Travis Burtzer shotgun on the field in the 99. Getting ready to go consolation racing. How many comes out of this one? Four. All right. I'm not sure if they took three or four out of those heats. I guess they did take four because Jesse Wall finished fifth in his heat, the first heat, and Jesse Wall's on the pole. This one they're taking four. Uh, all right. Well, that'd be 24 cars. That's right. No. Anyways, math's not my strong suit. Jesse Wall's out front and looking to run away here in consolation race number one. As this consolation race number one, 12 laps is the distance. Jesse Wall's out front. Adkins in second. Tucker in third. Dale Farnes holds down that fourth and final transfer position. Jesse Hope, Tater Williams on the outside looking in right now. Here in consolation race number one, Team 126 Pro Late Models. Good view of what's going on as Hoke's the first car out of a transfer. You can see a number 27 battling with a pair of 17 cars. Jesse Walls out front. Atkins in second. Tucker in third. Fourth is Farnes. Right now, it's all Jesse Wall out front here in consolation. Usually don't see Jesse in too many consolation races. Might be the first one all year. As usually he's up there battling for wins. He's good hitting these pro late models. There at Knoxville, Iowa, Knoxville Raceway. We got a battle going on for the third position between Farnes and Tucker. Tucker moves his 17 in behind the 017 of Atkins into third, but Farnes still in a transfer position right now as he looks to the inside of the 17 of Tucker. Jesse Hoke still the first car on the outside looking in. He's having a battle with old Tater Williams right now in the 182. As there's 4 laps to go for Jesse. Wow, big slider there pulled. Almost got away from him. Uh, that was Tucker, I think. No, Farnes. Yeah. Anyways, they're beating and banging back there outside the transfer. That's old Tater Williams. Tater Williams putting a slider on Jesse Hope. But right now, they've got to catch Farnes if they want in the show. As Robert Tucker's closed up on the back bumper of Atkins trying to help his starting position. As right now, Jesse Wall with 2 laps to go. Atkins in second, Tucker third, and Farnes fourth. Tater Williams trying to track down the fourth place but machine of Farnes. As Dale Farnes in the 27 machine as the white flags getting ready to wait for Jesse Wall here in consolation race number 1, team 126 pro late models. White flag is out for Jesse Wall, and Tater Williams is going to need a Hail Mary if he's going to make the feature here at Knoxville Raceway. As they coming around for the final time off a turn 4. Consolation race number 1 going to go to Jesse Wall, Jonathan Atkins, Tucker, and Dale Farnes is all in. Everybody else will have to come back and try again next week to make the main event here in the Team 126 Pro late models. All right, gonna take 4 out of consolation race number 2. Lineup is the number 90 of Tanner Lenz out of Illinois on the pole. Trevor Madeley in the 13 gonna roll off second. Third is Brennan Weeks out of Friendsville, Tennessee. Cody Frame in the 97 gonna go off fourth. Logan Heiler gonna go off fifth. 6 is Tanner Hutchins. And seventh is Jonathan Wiley. Matt Water in the 42 going to go off eighth. And J.D. Baker shotgun on the field in the 127 machine. Man, old Mattingly's ready to go. He's about to put her up in the fence coming out of the chute. Maybe that thing's like a bull. We'll get him a couple of kicks right now. Yeah, we'd like to say big thank you there. Brennan Wake's good looking. Flat black, orange, Bloomquist chassis machine there. Got the dirt rich TV on the front of the spooler. No. All right, Tanner Lynn set to bring them down to green in the number 90 machine. Mattingly on the outside. As we get the pace truck, takes it to the infield, and the green flag flies on consolation race number 2. As Lenz takes the early lead, Brennan Weeks wasting no time making his presence known as he takes the number 12 machine into the second position, but they're 3 wide behind him here at Knoxville Raceway, as that's Magley, Heiler, and Frame. Frame in the 97. Looks like we got trouble. One going over behind this duo. We'll see if that brings out our first Viva Liquor Store caution of the night. As looks like the 909 comes up on the 00. Jonathan Wiley, the 909, gets collected. Tough break for Wiley. He's got to take it to the attention of the fastest crews on the planet here in the racing pit area. He wastes no time getting it back out on the racetrack. Jonathan Wiley. Wiley Coyote there. The 909, Tanner Lenz. Yeah. Tanner Lynn's going to bring them back to green here in the Team 126 Pro late models. Brandon Weeks on the outside, Mattingly in third. Sometimes that third position's better starting spot than that outside. All right. Just waiting on that pace truck to get out of the way so we can get back green here in consolation race number 2. Tanner Lenz and Weeks on the front row. Magley, Hyler in the second row. Top 4 transfer on. Everybody else up to the stands. As the green flag waves, as Lynn's out front, and Magley gonna try and roll back into that second position. As the 12 of Weeks gonna try and fend off Mattingly, as Brennan Weeks on the outside in that black and orange machine gonna drive by Mattingly and work his way back into that second position as Weeks right up on the outside K rails here at Knoxville Raceway in Knoxville, Iowa. We've got 4 of 12 laps down as Weeks has managed to pull into that second position. Hyler is in the 4th and final transfer position, but he's getting after Mattingly now, trying to help his starting position here on this big half-mile raceway in the A main. As these top 4 cars will race, everybody else will have to wait till next week. As Tanner Lenz leads Brennan Weeks and Trevor Mattingly and Logan Hyler right now. The 97 of frame gonna have to make up a little bit of time to work his way into the final spots of the field. There's 4 laps to go here in consolation racing number 2 as Brennan Weeks runs second. Mattingly third. Tanner Lynn's out front. Hyler still holds down that 4th and final transfer position as we're on board with Logan Hyler right now here in the Team 126 Pro late models. 3 laps to go for Lynn's. As Tanner, it's been all Tanner Lynn's here in consolation race number 2. Brennan Weeks in second. As they drove away from Cody Frame, as they're about to get 3 wide up there for that final transfer position. Somebody might want to give them some signals and tell them they're all in. Save it for the feature, guys. You take each other out, and you'll be on the trailer as we're getting down to it. Brandon Weeks, he's going to race. He says the heck with it. He about gets it into the outside wall as we're getting set to take the white flags. Magley's putting a slider back on Weeks. Weeks going to try and slide him back. You better believe it. Weeks is going to try and slide him back as that young man's not here to make friends. He's here to race. As Tanner Lenz is on the white flag lap off of turn 4. Consolation race number 2 gonna go to Lenz. Mattingly holds off Weeks for second. Weeks Hyler gonna race frame. Baker Hutchin with Walter and Wiley. All gonna have to take it to the house. Take it to the stands. As this time, ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps. We're getting ready for our national anthem. Getting a little bit of warm-up time here. Team 126 Pro Lake Lakes will be coming out for their feature event. Be hard back off the racetrack, few adjustments, and then bring them right back out for the feature event. And it's like Zach Swain is the fastest here in warm-ups. Thank everybody for joining us here, Dirt Rich TV, the iRacing version. You're on board with Zach McSwain right now. All right, starting lineup for your Mid-South Dirt Slinging UMP Modifieds. On the pole, Terrell Payne in the Team 126 Pro Late Model feature event. In the number 51 machine on the poles, Terrell Payne, $1 Million Motorsports. To his outsides, Blake Murray in the number 79. And rolling off third in the 05 is Thomas Suttles. And last week's feature winner, Zach McSwain, in the number 25, going to go off fourth. Look for Zach to be a factor in this one also. Austin Good in the 15. Going to go off fifth. Eddie Farnes, Fast Eddie, in the number 21, Blue Groove Motorsports, going to go off sixth. And in the fourth row, Brent Evans in the 01, going to go off seventh. Cameron Kaysen in the number 55, going to go off eighth. Alex Payne in the number 70 machine, going to roll off ninth. And Alan Holbert will be looking to move up from his 10th starting position in the number 7 machine. Dylan Perry going to roll off 11th. Mark Schminkles in the number 18. Going to roll off 12th. Bobby Magley going to roll off 13th. 14th, James Miller, Blaine Powell, and Denver Powell. 15th and 16th, Tanner Lenz, Jesse Wall, all the way back in 18th. That's a shocker. Trevor Mattingly, and shotgun on the field, Jonathan Atkins. Keep an eye on the co-host, James Miller. in the number 22 here in this one. Right there's a good look of the front of Blake Murray's machine. Terrell Payne in the 51 down on his inside would like to inflict some pain on the rest of the field. Pull off a win here in the Team 126 Pro Late Models here at Knoxville Raceway. Green flag's out as Payne gets a good jump over Murray, Suttles, and McSwain as they try and sort it out here on lap number 1. As Suttles down to the inside of Murray. Murray looking to the inside of Payne. Gonna fall back in line. Oh, Murray right in the slick and down on the racetrack. Zach McSwain. McSwain looking to move up, get by Suttles. As right now there's good racing going on at the front of the racetrack as they stack them up 3 wide. 51 gets a little wide up on that outside. Gonna catch a run off the corner as Murray and Suttles packed it in. Here comes McSwain. McSwain looking right in between Suttles and Murray. And then there's Brent Evans right there behind him in the 5th position. Fast Eddie in 6th. And right now Terrell Payne leads early here in Knoxville, Iowa, at Knoxville Raceway in the Team 126 Pro Late Models as they're door-to-door for 2nd position. But we get the first Viva Package Liquor Store caution of the race. Hopefully the race director will leave them double file, as here in Knoxville they can tend to get strung out pretty quick. Their teammates there running 3rd and 4th. Payne and Suttles in front of Murray and McSwain. We'll see if that holds up, as there's a long ways to go here on the half mile. This dark colored clay here. Knoxville, Iowa, Knoxville Raceway. I'd like to thank Miller Photography, James Miller, being a proud sponsor of the Team 126 Pro Late Models here in the Northwest Racing Association. Sanctions these Pro Late Models. Thank everybody for joining us here at Dirt Ridge TV. We might not have much money, but we're definitely dirt rich, that's for sure. Alright, getting set to go back. Got them racked up, stacked up. Get that Chevrolet pace truck out of the way. We'll go back at it. Looks like Suttles taking the inside. Payne's took the outside, and the green flag's going on wave. As Payne took the outside, fires off her. Payne out front. Zach McSwain right up outside next to the K-rails. He's looking to get that number 25 wound up, and does. And boy, he's not wasting any time. He's going to try and put a slider thing. He's going to hold it down to the inside of the racetrack. Going to try as he's moved into that 2nd position. He gets by Suttles and Murray. Now he's going after Payne. As Payne up on that outside, and McSwain grabs the lead for the moment. See if he keeps it down to the inside of the racetrack. As McSwain making the bottom work right now. Terrell Payne on the outside, but McSwain fast right around the hub of the racetrack. Suttles trying to follow him through. Make Payne. Oh, Suttles and Payne comes together. Good save there by Suttles as he manages to hold on to it. That was just hard racing by those two. As Payne and Suttles make a little bit of contact. But we managed to keep everybody right side up, headed in the right direction. And the green flag's out, and here comes Evans in the 101. Evans taking advantage of the broke momentum of Suttles as Zach McSwain's pulling out on these guys in a hurry. McSwain's already got about a 5-6 car advantage over the rest of the field. Suttles looking to the outside of Evans. Blake Murray's fell back to 5th. He's not fared as well as we've gone back. Green flag racing. 40 laps to go here. Knoxville Raceway and the Team 126 Pro Late Model sees God's no stranger to victories here in the 126 Pro Late Model. Zach McSwain out front, but they're 3 wide back here for that second position. As Payne, Evans, and Suttles, as Evans is looking to move up. He's up 4 spots. He's trying to work his way to second place, and the caution is going to wave once again. Another Viva Package Liquor Store caution out on the racetrack. Maybe some debris on the big half mile here. As we're on the shot from the Gammondale Technologies camera on the blimp, on the Dirt Rich TV blimp flying high over Knoxville Raceway. You can see the black racing line here at the Knoxville Raceway. Keep you right rear right up out of that, or your left rear to the inside of that. It gets pretty slick right there in the middle of the racetrack. See the divots from the sheep's foot there. Those help hold some moisture in. We're going to get them racked up, stacked up, go back to racing. Alright, so Zach McSwain gonna be in control of the restart, as he was the leader when the caution flag waved. We're 13 laps in a 50-lap event here in the Team 126 Pro Late Models. Stacked up 2 by 2. As McSwain set to lead them back down the green. Pace truck makes that hard left-hand turn, and the green flag's back out. Payne up on the outside, but McSwain out front. Here comes Evans looking to the inside of Payne. Evans in the 101 trying to work his way up into that second position, as he started back about 6th position. He's managed to move up 4 spots so far, as Payne in second, Evans down to the inside of Payne. Here comes Murray in the 79. Trying to get his way back up to his teammate. McSwain's out front right now. As the track slicks off, Zach McSwain tends to get better and better, as we are 3 wide back there for the 4th position, as Evans trying to fend off Suttles and Murray and make a move on Payne at the same time. Past Eddie Marks, Wood Brother colored number 21 machine right there behind these guys. They stack it up 3 wide once again, as Evans grabbing a run up off the cushion right behind your second place of Terrell Payne, as your leader Zach McSwain is opening up another 5, 6, 7 car length lead over Terrell Payne and the rest of the pack, as there's the 05 Suttles. Suttles was back in 5th. He moved into 4th. He's working on Evans and Payne. They're all battling for that second position right now. Fast Eddie trying to work his way up as Murray settled back into 5th. But Farnes, Fast Eddie closing in pretty quick. Murray into a top 5. And Fast Eddie, welcome to the top 5 as he's moved his number 21 machine by Murray. Murray fighting back, but here's the battle, the 101 of Evans and Payne going at it for that second spot. Suttles down to the inside, then the Suttles running the hub of the racetrack right now. Payne and Evans up on the cushion on the outside, and here comes the 79 machine. 79 of Murray. Murray trying to catch a run and catch Suttles as that inside may not be working for Suttles right now, so he's decided to take it back up on the top shelf as McSwain, Zach McSwain driving away just a little bit as he's got about a quarter of a straightaway on Terrell Payne in the 51 machine, Evans in the 101, and then Murray back there in 5th, Suttles in 4th, Fast Eddie Farnes in 6th. As we go a little bit further back in the pack, there's the 7 machine, as James Miller has worked his way up from deep in the pack up to the 9th position. Down on the inside of the racetrack, that's a 15 machine. So it looks like he may have a problem going, maybe take it to the pit area as McSwain still leads. There's the 22 James Miller, my co-partner earlier in the booth, has took to the steering wheel for this one. James Miller inside the top 10 right now. Jesse Wall right behind him in the 2 machine. Wall is up 7 spots right now. Miller's up 5 spots. There's Fast Eddie Farnes right there in 6. Murray got just a little bit of cushion there. Runs 5th. Swain still out front. Terrell Payne in 2nd. Evans runs 3rd. There's Murray in the 79. Got a little cushion in front of him, a little bit behind him. 05 of Suttles there. And looks like that Payne may be closing in on McSwain as things may be heating up as we're halfway. 25 down, 25 to go here at Knoxville Raceway. They're running cushion hard trying to catch Zach McSwain as this track's widening out. As you can see, they have closed up the distance on your leader. The 25 machine of McSwain. McSwain won last week here in the 126 Pro late models. I think it was at Cedar Lake Raceway. As there's a 101 right there on the back door of Payne. As Payne trying to run down your leader. Suttles trying to run down the duo of Payne and Evans, who's running 2nd and 3rd. As Terrell Payne's giving it all he's got as that cushion is about, the fluff of the cushion's about gone. It's right up against that K-rail. As Payne and Evans running that as Murray got her hiked up on the hub of the racetrack. There's Suttles in the 05. He kind of run a slider line, sliding it up to that outside cushion, catching a run off the corner as he drives it in low, and it's working for him as he's right up to the inside door of the 101 of Evans. As Suttles trying to work his way up here. There's 20 laps to go, 30 of 50 laps down. Zach McSwain still leads as Terrell Payne has run 2nd for most of it, but Suttles working that slider line, trying to make his way up by these who, as he closes in on Evans once again, gets a good run. Evans going to pull him just a little bit off the corner, but Evans gets a run on the 51 of Payne. Trail Payne in the 51. Evans looking right to the left rear quarter panel, trying to maybe clear Payne and get a little bit cleaner air on the front of that car and see if he can run down Zach McSwain. As Payne is feeling a little bit of pain right now as Suttles and Evans trying to gang up on Payne. As Terrell Payne is about wore that cushion out on the top of this Knoxville, Iowa brown clay here at Knoxville Raceway. As a good three-way battle going on for that second position. As Suttles is looking to go by Evans, as Evans was looking to go by Payne, he slips up a little bit, but Payne changes his line. Suttles gets into the back of him. Don't know that Suttles was expecting him to go down there, but Payne has changed his line up, as I guess he felt like he probably had to hold him off. As that outside's gone, you about had to run the roller off of it to run the cushion, as Payne hikes it up on the berm down on the inside of the racetrack. And here comes Suttles. Suttles looking to put a slider on Payne, see if he holds it down. No, he's going to take it up. But Payne looking to do the crossover on Suttles, and he does cross him over. Going to put a slide job on himself. Oh, good slide job there by Terrell Payne. As Terrell Payne slides his way back into that second position. Suttles looking to the outside one more time, see if he's going to have a run here as he cuts it back left to the inside. That's going to close Evans up. Great racing going on here for the second, third, fourth position, as McSwain is getting away from these guys as they're hot and heavy racing going on. McSwain says, y'all go ahead, I'll just go on and take another win here in the Team 126 Pro Lake. McSwain definitely class of the field here in Knoxville, Iowa, at Knoxville Raceway. They've got this track widened out, slicked off. Terrell Payne, Suttles going at it. As Suttles is all over Payne. Payne going to take it back up to the top shelf. Suttles down to the inside. As Evans running the top shelf, trying to make up some time. Let's see. He has to work the throttle a little bit to keep it off that outside K-rail. As Suttles and Payne still going at it. Evans wanting to be part of it, trying to get the speed wound back up in his number 101 machine, as there's 10 laps to go for Zach McSwain here in the Team 126 Pro Late Models. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Miller Racing Photography, Viva's Liquor Store, Gamadale Technologies, and Dirt Rich TV. Oh, Evans pulling the left front up just a little bit off the corner. See the bite in that machine as he's taking a peek inside. Terrell Payne one more time. As you can see, Zach McSwain, he's long gone. Got a straightaway on these three cars in the rest of the field. As Evans trying to close back in. There's Murray showing his nose back there as he starts to work his way up on the hub of the racetrack, as his teammates out front and gone in the slick here in Knoxville, Iowa. But you know what? He races a big lead of Viva's Retail Liquor Store Caution. That's what he races, the big lead that Zach McSwain had. As this art to close things back up, there may be single file inside 10 laps. We'll see. As Terrell Payne in second, Suttles and Payne's been putting on a show. Evans climbing up in there every now and then. As we'll get the field racked up, stacked up, lined up. Go back at it with 6 laps to go here at Knoxville Raceway in Knoxville, Iowa, in the Team 126 Pro Late Model. All right, we're getting set to go back at it with 6 laps to go here in the Team 126 Pro Late Models. Knoxville, Iowa. Terrell Payne right behind your leader, Zach McSwain. McSwain took the early lead on about lap 10, I think it was. He's led since then. There, single file. Yellow light's gone, the green is on, and they are stacked up in for third position as Zach McSwain's trying to get away from Terrell Payne. Once again, Fast Eddie Farnes up on that outside, and we're going to catch another quick Viva liquor store caution. You know what they say, cautions breed caution. There's Terrell Payne, $1 Million Motorsports run second. Not sure if he's got anything for McSwain, though. That's McSwain. Lap 10 took the lead, and he's not looked back since. See how the old co-host is faring. Still hanging out inside the top 10. James Miller. M22 machine. James may have had some trouble. He's fell way back. Not sure exactly right now what position he's in. The scoring's not caught up with itself. Maybe a little bit of an extended green, caution flag here. See if the lights are still on the pace truck. As we got one coming around. Gonna go around and tag the back of the field. That was the 15 machine of good. That's the reason for the lengthy caution. Good may have been involved in the caution as we're going to get set to go back racing. As the field is nose to tail, get that Chevrolet pace truck back to the infield as they're all nose to tail. Green flags back out. Zach McSwain back down on the gas. Terrell Payne insect Suttles gets a good restart. He manages to stay with Payne this time. And Evans up on the outside. Fast Eddie surprised that he's on the outside. No surprise there as Terrell Payne is under attack for that second position as the 05 going to drive around the outside. That's Thomas Suttles. Suttles going to drive around Payne on the outside, and Evans looking to the inside of that 51 machine, the 101 looking to the inside and see if Suttles can run down your leader, Zach McSwain, as he's within about a car length of McSwain right now as the 51s put it back up on the top shelf as Terrell Payne trying to catch these two. Oh, Suttles gets a little tight in behind McSwain here. There's 3 laps to go. Thomas Suttles has put himself in position late in this one. He's looking to the outside of Zach McSwain. Oh, could there be an upset in the making? As Suttles is there, he's right to the back bumper of that number 25 machine with 2 laps to go. Gonna have to play it right. Gets him a run down in the corner, pitches the car a little bit sideways. You can see McSwain off the gas, tried to catch the brown at the bottom of the racetrack. And we'll be looking for the white flag this time, guys. It's got good here in the late going here at Knoxville Raceway. It settles right to the back bumper of Zach McSwain as he's got the car a little bit sideways. Going to try and catch that moisture and get him a run off. Oh, caution flag is out. I don't know if Suttles wanted to see that as McSwain has been good on the restarts. As it takes a lap for Suttles to catch him. But catching him and passing him is 2 different things. As we're going to have ourselves a little green-white checkered action here in the Team 126 Pro Late Models. We'll see if Settles can mount another charge, as he's only going to have a couple laps to do it. But he was putting some heat on McSwain. You could see he drove it in deep, gets the car a little bit sideways, but McSwain, he gets out of the gas, lets the car roll, take a set right around the hub, gets back on the gas, and just starts kind of pulling away. And we've got Austin Good trying to get back around, tag the back of the field again. As Payne in third. Looks like Murray may have worked his way in the fourth, and looky there in the two machine. Worked his way up to a top 5 is Jesse Wall. He's up 9-10 spots. I didn't think he'd stay back there. So we're getting ready to go back racing. As green, white, checkered, as McSwain's on the gas. He gets a good jump on Suttles as he's got 2 to 3 car lengths now. Murray gonna take it up to the top shelf, see if he can get it wound out here in this green, white, checkered. Maybe earn himself a little bit better payday, as Suttle's gonna try and drive it in deep right to the back bumper of McSwain, but McSwain gets the drive off the corners. The white flag's out for Zach McSwain. Suttle's in the 05, just kind of watching McSwain there drive away. McSwain looked like he about got it in outside of one last ditch effort by Suttles up on the berm, and they are too wide in the back. Who's it gonna be? Oh, for the 5th position, Wall holds on. Murray holds Wall off as they about come together. What a run for Wall from towards the back of the pack as they did come together. As your top 3 is Zach McSwain on another win here in the Team 126 Pro Late Models. Thomas Suttles in the 05, and Terrell Payne. That's your top 3 here at Knoxville Raceway. We'll get a word with these guys here in just a minute. I can't tell if they're in there or not. Let me see. Nobody's in there right now. All right, we'll get these guys up here and get a word with them. All right, looks like Zach is up in the booth. He was your winner. We'll see if we can go ahead and get a word with our winner. Hey, Zach, you there?
Yes, sir.
Well, another week, another win.
Uh, was able to. I don't even know where we started. Fourth, I think, and then Terrell took the top on that restart, and just that was huge for me. I was able to get to second right there, and then I don't think those guys knew that the bottom was any good, so I just jumped down there and was able to get the lead. So that was a big move of the race right there.
Yeah, you got out front in that long green flag run. About had a straightaway on them, and then late in the going, um, one of the late cautions there with like 6 to go, Suttles. He got after a little bit and started putting a little bit of pressure on you, but it looked like he was driving it in so hard. Looks like you was getting out of the gas early and just catching the run off. You're very patient on these slick tracks, it looks like.
Yeah, you just got to be super consistent. I don't know. The bottom was kind of going away there at the end. It was running a little bit different line, but I was just I've seen that, so I kind of try to move up there at the very end. But yeah, just got to be smooth and easy on the gas.
Well, congratulations on another win here in the Team 126 Pro Late Models. And who you like to thank for this win?
Thank my team D12. Thank my sponsors: Lizard Lit Pit Lights, Speed Connection, Big House Guns, Slicker Graphics, Speed Style Graphics, Team Midwest Paint. Thank y'all for broadcast, and Eddie for putting on the league.
Yeah, well, we thank you. Well, congratulations on another win, and we'll catch you at the next one.
Credit to you.
All right, we'll get your second place finisher Thomas Settles in here. Settles,
What's up,
a
man?
little bit back and forth there. Late in the going, mounting a little bit of a charge, but boy, McSwain's tough on these slick tracks, isn't he?
Yeah, he was, man. I spent a lot of time practicing trying to figure out the small slider line. I just can't get that car to hook up on the bottom like he can, so I had to try something different. No, it
Yeah,
worked.
well,
It paid off pretty good.
yeah, it definitely did. You and Payne was going at it there for a while, putting on a heck of a show as McSwain had got away there for a little bit. But yeah, you and
Yeah.
Payne definitely putting on a show. And Evans,
Yeah, I could feel every bit of it, man. We were close. I'm glad there wasn't no net code and no no bad net code like it usually is sometimes.
I haven't seen that as much here lately. At least I hadn't seen it much here in the Team 126 Pro Late models this year. It don't seem like.
Yeah, it is true. It hadn't been a whole lot here lately.
Yeah, maybe they've got that under control a little better.
Yeah, I hope so.
Um, so, who would you like to thank for this second place run?
Oh man, my teammates, Toon Squad. We got a pretty good team. We're still new, trying to figure this stuff out. And like to thank Coots Custom. He paints cars. JP Designs. He's another painter we use a lot. And thank you guys for broadcasting and Eddie for putting on the show.
Well, congratulations on your podium finish, and we'll get a word with that guy you was doing battle with that finished third, Terrell Payne. Hey, Terrell, it's a pretty good race.
It was all right. I wasn't as good at the end as I wanted to be, but that car sure was pretty quick for the first 40 laps. So
Yeah, yeah, up on the you wore the cushion out. I mean, it gets up next to them rails like that. You about got to knock the spoiler off to run it, huh?
yeah, I mean, I was trying to hold it up there, and I was worried I was gonna hit the wall because that wall suctions you up close to it so close. It just like when you hit it, you're stuck on it, and you're not getting off. So I was really trying to avoid that, and then I could kind of feel that going away, and I started running that slider line. I thought that was pretty quick, but just not. I mean, not nearly enough to keep up with those two right there at the end. They had that bottom and middle going. So
Yeah, nobody can roll through the slick like McSwain can. That's for sure.
yeah, no, I mean he been awesome this year, and I mean he is just about all the time. But I'm just happy to be on the podium. This is my first time in here, and so I'm pretty excited about that. That's gonna help out. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, you are to be. It's a good race. Well, who would you like to thank for your podium finish?
I got to give a big shout out James Grace and Team Blue Groove. They've been relatively new right now, and it's been a little bit of a trip, but I mean, it we have progress going every week. We're getting better every week, making better setups, and it's been pretty awesome. So, yeah, definitely big shout out to James and everybody over at Blue Groove. Thanks to Eddie for putting it on. Thanks for you guys for broadcasting. Thank you guys, appreciate it. So,
Yeah, yeah. We appreciate it, and then good show. We was glad you was here. All right. Well, maybe we'll catch you at the next one.
yes, sir. See y'all later.
All right. Thanks. All right. Well, congratulations to McSwain on his fifth win of the year here in the Team 126 Pro Late Models. And for Richard Green, who's been pushing the buttons and making this thing go, um, I'd like to thank our sponsors, Gamma Technologies and Miller Race Photos, James Miller. And we'll see y'all at the next one.